Boom, bam, baby. We are starting off another week with some corrupt gauntlet. We have been out of practice for a while, but let's pull up the clan. I feel like that should have been a personal best, but I guess not. I've been seeing all these guys getting all these personal bests as far as speeds go, but I guess not. But welcome back to another week of SpicyIron Adventures, y'all. We have been out of practice with corrupt gauntlet, so I wanted to get into this. We are running this bad boy in HD again this week. I think I'm getting hooked again. Side note, I don't remember that floor looking like that in normal mode, but hey, this is HD, baby. We getting ready for sailing starting next week, but let's take a look. 101k, why would we get anything otherwise? Really thought we could start this off with a bang, as we still need some of those armor seeds. But hey, while we're here, let's pull this up real quick before we jump into this week's stuff. We are looking to try to get a little bit more of this done this week at the Gauntlet. We are at 93 KC of the Corrupt. We've gotten our Enhanced. We've gotten a Crystal, but those came from our 33 Normals. So, I know it's been a while since we've been here, but we're going to try to get back at it again before we take on our Slayer where we left off last week with those Krill and those Abyssal Sires. So, roll that intro and let's get started.
Iron Men are said to stand alone, but three brothers chose a different path. And so the group Iron Man adventure had begun, until one by one, they turned away. And so today, he walks alone. This is Spicy Iron Adventures.
So what we are going to do here is we are back at Krill again. We've been doing a few KC here so far, just running like a Mad Hatter here. But we have 18 KC left that we need to do here. And perks of being in the clan is one of the guys suggested using Cerebrus. I'm a cheap motherfucker. I do not want to use Cerebrus, and so I tried talking my way out of it. It didn't work, as we're literally burning Cerebrus here. This is like, brr, that hurts my soul to do that. But we're going to do this with Cerebrus. We're going to do this with Death Charge, and we're going to do this with, golly, why can't I ever think of what those things are called now? The little ghost thing. Although I'll probably use this Thralls. Thralls. We're going to use Thralls. If you guess Thralls, you got it right. Alright, but let's go do this. Let's see if this is even something I can do or if we're going to run like a freaking Mad Hatter. Wish me luck. Alright, clearly I do not know how to use freaking whatever it's called. Death Charge. So I guess, do you use it like on the guys? Like you don't actually have to click. Also, I just realized I didn't do a Thrall either. So, like, let's pop this guy off here real quick. Do this real quick. Death Charge now. Does that use it on him? I guess that uses it on him. Alright, there we go. So that restored some. And then now let's pop over here real quick. Alright, so I clearly don't know what the heck I'm doing with Death Charge. That's okay. We're going to learn. We're going to learn how to do this here. Alright. We're up to 60. I think we can make that work with a Thrall, hopefully. And we got a little bit of time, so let's pop off here. Pop off! Oh my goodness, I can already feel it. I'm going to be running here in a second because I am not hitting very well. And I also realized I'm not doing that. That would make sense. Run! And here's where the panic begins, baby. Pop off! Oh my goodness gracious. Alright, let's scoop down here real quick. We're just going to be taking damage for a second. Go, go, go. Pop that. Pop that. Run up here. Oh my goodness, he hits so dang hard. Don't take a 40er. See, if you don't do this right, bro, you get fudge, bro. That should stop him there. Alright, now let's do this. Okay. Woo! Be the drop. I want to get out of here. It's never going to happen. Never. Alright. Let's go back to killing these guys and then we'll heal up real quick. Here we go. He's going to pop up here in just a second. Go ahead and get that stuff rolling here. Let's do that demon. I don't know if it's better actually, but I guess I'm going to assume range is better here. Should be 2, 3. Let's go ahead and do this again real quick. Seal him in place. Hopefully that's enough to finish him off. Boom. Boom. Alright, Death Charge now. Boom. Hopefully dies without taking a big hit on me. There we go. Boom, there we go. All right, cool. And we took a little hit there, but it wasn't huge. Let's go ahead and heal up here real quick. And now we take out Bailifer. We're just going to tank everything else here. So I know a bunch of people are talking about how they're like flipping through and stuff like that. I don't really feel like flicking guys and trying to line that up. I'm looking for a more relaxed method, but this isn't actually too bad at all. So look, and then we're already restocking up on food there, so maybe I'll eat those sharks instead of doing my Sire brews. And then that's just an easy way to keep kind of replenishing and stuff like that. And now we come over here and shoot him. So yeah, super, super easy method there if you guys do not have the light bearer yet. Definitely nice that one of my clanmates had something kind of set up to show that. And I probably could have done my research, but always nice to have those little helpful tips. So if that helps you guys out, it's definitely a lot less click intensive than running around like a bat with your head cut off. That was freaking pissing me off. I thought I clicked. It didn't click. So we're going to go do one Scotizo kill here real quick, and then it's literally just 7 more. We're going to go do Greater Demons for the last few tasks here, and then we'll move on to doing some herb lore before we go do our Abyssal Sire stuff, because football's about to start here in the next 2 minutes. So let's do something that we could do AFK. Why don't we? This right here is another super AFK boss. If you have the Scorching Bow here, you can see how I'm just literally, I stacked them up. So we'll go run around and shoot these things now real quick, and then those should all be, oh, are they not one hit? Nope, we'll go this way. All right, one, what? Okay, that's one hit. Yeah, that makes more sense here. All right, look, see, I don't know everything, bro. You'd think that the Scorching Bow would one hit those, but I guess not. So we'll go one hit him with the freaking Ember Light here real quick. Go around, smack them all. And then, once we do that, we'll switch back to the Scorching Bow and finish him off. We got him almost all the way down to nothing, though, before he ended up pulling that up again. Dude, see, look, he is already gonna throw these eyeballs up again. Just die already, bro. Ain't nobody trying to run around this arena again. Come on. Come on. Come on, Bessie. Dang, dude, he's already got 3 eyeballs up. We're going to have to go run around the arena again here in a second. We're not careful. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll see you when he's dead, because I thought this was going to be easy, but it's not. There he goes. He's dead. Don't listen to me. Right as I ran out of prayer, too. Come on. That's the slowest death frame ever. Grammy Snapdragons, Ancient Shards, which we don't need anymore. Off to Greater Demons. Before we head over to Greater Demons, check out the level 80 herb lore in the bag, baby. So that's another one helping us towards our goal of base 80s. Boom, baby. Another level. Farming level 90, dude. You love to freaking see that. That now gives us the ability to grow our redwood trees, so we may actually start planting these a little bit more often. But let's come run down here real quick and take a little look at what our next task is going to be here. Let's talk to this. And let's see here. Get our seed pack. Right, white berries. And I did not replant the white berries. This is why you always replant white berries, man. So we'll knock this out here real quick, and then we're going to start Slayer back. All right, don't stop moving. What is that, dude? Honestly, I'll go ahead and just say it. This boss is stupid easy now with these updates. Let's see here. Don't stop moving. What is that one? View task. Kill the Abyssal Sire without taking damage from any miasma pools. Oh, there you go. That's another one. All right, we're just going to keep just tromping through these things, man, and see how many KC we can get in one go. This is, if you guys have never done this, I think I said it last time, way, way easier now. Boom, the perfect Sire unlocked now. I guess that means that we did it perfectly. Kill the Abyssal Sire without taking damage from external tentacles, miasma explosions, or damage from Abyssal Sire without praying the appropriate prayer. That's freaking awesome. Soul runes, you know, we can deal with some soul runes. We dumped a whole bunch of specs that time because we thought we were done after that because we've had a bad go here recently, but we can go again. So I'm going to give you a little run through on, you know, how to do this Sire run now that we're feeling pretty confident here. But if I were you, I would not do this unless you have the Scorching Bow, and I strongly encourage the Ember Light. It helps. I did do it with Arc Light in the past, but it definitely helps.
And then as you can see, I'm wearing bandos, fighter torsos, adamant arrows. You can do it with bronze and it would be just fine, but I just want the extra DPS. And then Slayer helm. And of course your amulet torture and your berserker ring. So it is a little bit higher tier gear here, but it's not impossible to get to. The torture, sub it out with the glory. You really don't need it, but again, DPS, baby, that's what I'm looking for here. So super easy. Make sure you got your smoke spells and everything like that. I'm simply just going to go smoke barrage him real quick. Switch to my scorching bow. We're going to wait until he ends up, or not he, but these guys end up tanking out there. And then here's the beauty of the scorching bow here. It's literally just going to one-shot everything, so we are never going to have to worry about these things. Unlike in the past where you're like smacking, running back real quick, smacking again. So, if you know what I mean. Now, this is where I want that DPS, because now we can actually shoot him and just kind of keep getting some DPS here for a little bit. And then just a second, that was a terrible example. Go ahead and slap that on here. And we're going to just start knocking them down a little bit. So, super combat, so that way you're making sure you're getting max DPS here, obviously. And I mean, dude, this Ember Light just is shredding this guy when it actually hits. Hey, this is a terrible example, but you saw the 50, and then make sure you're looking for those things on the ground, because they randomly pop up in this stage. I haven't actually figured that part out yet, but easy, easy, easy. So, here in just a second, he's going to end up being out and moving. So, he's going to move. I'm going to just spec him down a little bit here a couple times. And we'll switch back over to that real quick. And then I'm going to run up here. He's going to push me up there. Just kidding. I'm going to eat. As soon as he teleports you up, you're obviously going to run. And then we're just going to come in here. And this is what this is for. So we're literally just clicking corners here. And boom. That's it, dude. Super easy. Once you get into switch spawns, it just is a breeze from there. Boom, now we've got Abyssal Adept done. Did I just get more potatoes there? Abyssal Adept, 20 KC, I'm guessing. Yeah, 20 KC. Tally-ho. Alright, so I decided I was going to look it up to figure out what we're waiting for here. He's going to grab his tummy here and turn green like that. Nope, maybe not like that. Hang on, I don't know what that was. Don't listen to me. That was kind of similar to what he's going to do, though. He does grab his tummy kind of like that. And now this stupid dog is going to bark and wake the whole daggum neighborhood outside. Bro, frickin' don't get dogs, man. They're not as great as you think. Alright, so now we didn't quite get enough damage to do what I wanted to, where he would just teleport me to the spot that I wanted to be at. So we'll just hang back here for a second, and now we'll begin our little step 2s here. Oh, he's going to teleport me. Alright, cool. Now we'll run back, finish that. I'm not really sure like how far back you safely can go, to be honest with you. Oop, 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 oop. See, and I'm already doing mass damage to myself here. I swear, as soon as I turn the mic on for these things, I do awful. And then I turn it off, and I swear I'm getting like 45-second kills, and I'm like, yes, I'm the greatest ever! See, look at all these freaking guys. Like, see, this is just how you know that you probably messed up. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Come on. Kill it, kill it. There we go. Holy cow, that was rough sledding. All for some uncut diamonds, bro. Ugh. Alright, let's see if we can catch a little glimpse of what that move's gonna look like here. See, what he'll do is he won't do it now that I'm trying to catch him in the process, which maybe that's what I should be doing the whole dang time. Come on. Grab your tummy. Grab it. Grab the tummy. Come on. What if I take a drink of my potion? Then will you grab your tummy because you see the opening? Grab it. Come on. Grab your tummy. Nope. Dude. Went the ham. Dude, and here's the thing. Abyssal Sire's drops are garbage. I would have at least been happy with, like, the Aether. Not that I can do anything with it yet. But, you know, we'd at least get something there. Or shoot, even if it gave us freaking the Earth Orbs, man. Because I need to eventually start making all these staves and going in. I just don't want to go make everything else. Like the actual Fire Orbs and stuff like that. So even Earth Orbs I would have been happy with. But yeah, dude, it's just freaking... I don't know if you even say it's worth it.
So we've decided while we're still doing all this to get another level. So that's 81 Herblore, trying to get a couple more every night. So thank you, Range Pots, for the help on this level. And with us being able to get those levels up at Mastering Mixology, we now have enough here to get our region pouch. So that's another item on the checklist there, and that'll now hold secondary items, which could be nice for Vorkath, as well as picking up red spider's eggs off the ground and being lazy about it. So we'll pull this up here real quick. Let's take a look. And there you go. So just really need that chug jug next, and then I don't really care about those things at all.
Well, we've got one more night of a kid-free night here. I thought we were going to get a lot more gaming along done, but my kid had a 104-degree fever, so that wasn't going to happen. But I figured we are slowly working on getting ourselves to 82. We started ourselves a master clue scroll yesterday and things we could just kind of do mindlessly, if you can call that mindlessly. I wonder if you can just let these things go. No. Oh, you can. Look at that. I don't have to keep clicking. But yeah, so we are working on here, just knocking out a couple of these things, trying to get as many bird nests. I started doing my birdhouse runs again. Tried doing some barrows to get the last part of Derek's so that I could actually go in and do the giant mole and go about that route without using magic, and I just can't do it. I got another Carol's leather skirt. Leather. Is that right? Leather skirt? A Carol's bottoms. There you go. That's what you need to know. But yeah, quite unfortunate, man. So we are going to try to see what we can come up with this. In order to get 82, we are literally 91k away. I don't know if we have enough, but it'll get us there. And then before the release of Sailing comes out on Wednesday, we are going to try to knock out as much of this stuff as we can. Maybe finish up that Sire task. Maybe just go back to Gauntlet. But I got a lot of the stuff set up so that way once we get to Sailing, dude, we are just going all in for a while until we burn out on Sailing. And then we'll get back to scattering it out. But I would like to try to at least get Sailing up to 50 first. And just explore, man. It's all about exploring. So you can see I've got a bunch of seed packs set up so we can get some of this hardwood tree stuff. And really just kind of prepping. So let's knock this out. Let's see if we can get another herblore level here real quick. And then let's get to some more bossing.
Well, we took a look and saw that we are getting to be a day away here. And really just as much as I had free time, I don't have free time. I still had phone calls and all that kind of stuff. And fires to put out and everything. So 'tis the life of a working dad who wants to game at the same time, right? So what we did decide to do here, what we are doing, what we have planned and completing that plan here. We are just finishing this up with just some regular Abbey demons. Did a little bit of corrupt gauntlet tonight. Nothing to note. I did my 3 and got out. But yeah, I think we're gonna finish up our task here. Leave that clean so that when Sailing comes back, we'll have a clean, or not comes back, but comes to, we have a clean set of stuff to work on. Because we're going to have all those new Slayer creatures out there on the water that I'm excited about. So we'll knock this out. And then I've been thinking about doing this for a while now, but we have a whole bunch of these unsold heads everywhere. So we're going to try to knock out a bunch of our unsold heads, get that prayer up a little bit. And then we will go back to herblore and knock that out with some Mastering Mixology tonight during the football game. And start working on pressing further and further up to that level 85. And 82 is all it takes for that Master Scroll, but we're still shooting for 85 in the long run. So we'll start working on all that.
Well, we finished that task up, and our very last KC just happened to be a greater abyssal demon. Is that what they are? I don't know. It didn't give us anything. But first one we've gotten there. Anyway, sorry, I'm distracted here. What I came here to show you guys is... Oh, here is the loot we are working with here. And I think this basilisk head is not one that you can recreate. I think that's one that I should put up in my house, maybe? Question mark? I think that's what that is. But let's start us off here. And we're going to try to max these puppies out. So grab the sold heads. I grabbed pretty much everything you need, I think. And then I guess I should gear up for all this too, you think? So let's go ahead and pop all these puppies out. And then we'll throw all these on. Check, 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 check. Check. What I want to check. What I want to check, check. All right. That's good. I think we need the anti-dragon shield. It would make sense. We're fighting dragons, right? Why is it not drawing? There we go. All right, all right, all right. That's, oh, Barrow's gloves. Why the heck do we not have Barrow's gloves? Boom. 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 And then let's go back here again real quick. Head. And let's go ahead and release. Release. We're just trying to open as much space as we can. Release. Release. And there we go. Release. And then let's grab one of our super combats. And let's head on over and go knock these things out real quick. Oh my goodness, bro. I didn't realize how easy this was going to be. Hitting these dragons. Like, look at that. We're almost one-shotting these things. I expected this to be a lot harder. Homeboy over there is using freaking full get-up as well. And I don't know. Makes it look like he needs that rapier, and he's hitting a 16 with the rapier. And I'm sitting here smacking these guys and almost killing them once with this. So don't know if the rapier is actually needed, my friend, but you look good using it. You look good. There we go, level 79 as we take on some of these abyssal demons here. I don't remember this being as slow, man. We got a whole bunch more to do, but golly almighty, this does not rank in the experience like I was kind of hoping it would. 160 of these things to get to level 80. I don't know if we're making it to level 80 tonight, but lots of good bonus experience. Well, there you go. Question answered. That is the basilisk head that I'm going to put in my house, apparently. Can't reanimate that one. I thought we'd bring it along just to be sure. So we'll slide that puppy up there. And get right back to getting these heads going. Here we go. This should be the one that gets us to our level 80. Where? There he is. Attack, attack. I don't know, like I'm rushing for no freaking reason whatsoever. It's football, man. 40 seconds left in the half. They're rushing it. Haha. But there you go. Prayer level 80. Let's freaking go. Members can now make the Elderness Ward. So that puts us closer towards our base 80s. Until tomorrow, when we'll be going right back to that. But yeah, we still got Hunter left to get up there. We got Fletching, which funny enough we said we were gonna do when that mini game came out, and then I thought, dude, I really don't want to do that. But either way, we will get to that, especially since we need magic roots. But yeah, that gets us to base 80s there for that, or close to base 80s. Sorry, you know what I mean here. So 2 more skills, really 3 more skills to get up there. So probably as we start getting sailing up, we'll start focusing on those, and let's get those base 80s rolling. But we're gonna finish this out. I think we got about 15 or so left. 20. That's probably something like that. I think we got like 22 left. Maybe there's more in the bank. And then we'll try to finish up some herblore and call it a night. Oh my goodness, we are almost done with this freaking herblore grind here. We've just been chipping away. I thought I'd go back to mastering herbology or mastering mixology, that's it, but I just did not want to go. So we are cranking this out with super attack potions because it's what I had the most of. Freaking ton of I have newts from some of these, I think wilderness bosses maybe. But yeah, this right here should bring us into level 82 here in just a moment. There we go, level 82. You can now make super weapon potions, but more importantly, what we can do is with the +5 boost, which I believe is what the pie gives us. That should give us anti-venom. So let's do this here real quick. Let's finish these off real fast. And then what we will do is we will work on getting our tasks done for that master scroll. So let's do this because we want to do these together. Master clue scroll, herblore. It does +4. No, sir. We are going to be boosting with... Oh my gosh. Hang on. Let's see here. Herblore boost. OSRS. Temporary skill boost. Herblore. We're going brown spicy stews because I'm not going for another one right now. Alright. I think it's off to our house to see what kind of stews we have. Do we have a lot of stew in here? Oh, that's not my... Is that? No, that's not my food one. This is my food one. Alright, we got stews. Alright. Let's try it this way. But I guess in order to do that, what we're going to need here... What did I say we were going to need again? Potions. Antidote ++ and Zora scales. This is quite unfortunate. This is all the brown spices I have here. So we're going to have to hope that something works. It's not a good start here. 2, 3. 87 Herbivore. What is that? 80. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3. 87 Herbivore. Come on, motherfucker. Negative that time. I absolutely hate boosting with stews, and I'm going to have to take my cat and go get more here. Because there's no way. I said there's no way. Go, 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 go. If this needs some other garbage, I was going to be so mad. Also, that better have counted. Alright, good. Because I didn't open it up ahead of time. Alrighty, boys. That is another one. Let's go ahead and store these things. Store the browns. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, let's go see what's going to be next on our list here. Back to the farming guild to go put some stuff up here. Hey, good news. That was the last one. So, this is how we're going to wrap up the week because tomorrow begins sailing, which I don't know if we'll actually get it because that's actually going to be my birthday. We get older and closer to death. So, I don't know if we're going to have time for sailing because family stuff, you know. But, all that to be said, let's wrap up the week. Show me something good, baby. That is... that's not even an... and that's all she wrote. That's completely useless Master Scroll. What was that worth, bro? That's a Master Scroll worth 98k. Oh my goodness, you can't make this up. Dang. Well, just like in a football game when you're up 30-3 and you blow it at the second half of the game and end up losing 31-30. I feel like that's exactly what we just did this week. We were all over the place. Got a whole lot of good stuff going and then thought that Master Scroll was going to be the perfect way to cap everything off. Just to let us down, man. But I tell you what, I'm so stoked. We made a ton of progress this week. And, dude, sailing comes out tomorrow. So, I'm freaking excited. Leave in the comments what you guys feel about sailing. I will say I was all in on shamanism. And I've been talking with a bunch of the clan mates that are so anti and they're going to keep sailing out of it, you know. One of the guys asked, is there a way to put something on there where it doesn't even show the sailing skill in your skill blogs here and stuff like that? But, I mean, dude, it looks good. I like with the total level down there. I think that's a clean way to do it. I'm excited. Sailing's going to be fun as I see stuff around the map. I think it's going to be fun, but let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for this content to come out? Are you going to try to rush 99? What's your game plan? Let me know. I got stuff stocked up. I didn't get as much stuff stocked up as I wanted. But that's okay. It's all part of the game, dude. We play this game the way we want to play it. Everybody does. And that's what makes this game so freaking beautiful. So I will see you guys when sailing comes out. And, dude, let's knock it out of the park and really just make this new skill something better than it can be. And really just help Jagex grow this thing to be just seamlessly integrated with everything else in the game. I'll see y'all next time. Shoots!